Welcome back to the channel, man. It's Tapped In Tevo, and we are back with another video, another one, y'all. So today in this video, bro, we're gonna be breaking down the pros and cons to living in Pattaya, bro. So a lot of people are very interested in Pattaya and wondering how it's like or what it's like to live in Pattaya, and they just don't know. So this video is for those people who is trying to figure out why they should come to Pattaya or why they should not come to Pattaya and things like that. Let's get into it, man. So getting into it, man, guys. Starting off, bro, some people say that Pattaya is a paradise, right? And then you got another group of people that says Pattaya is a trap. So you got some people saying Pattaya is paradise and some saying Pattaya is a trap. Okay? What do y'all think it is, bro? Drop it in the comments. What do y'all think about Pattaya? Y'all think it's a paradise or is it a trap? After spending my time here and spending a lot of time here, y'all, I think I can see both sides and what it's truly for. You know, what it's truly meant to be like. So if you're thinking about living in Pattaya, this video might save you a lot of surprises, okay? I'm gonna save you a lot of surprises with this video, guys. So, me personally, when I first came to Pattaya, bro, I will say at first, given first glance, I thought that Pattaya was just gonna be like a party city. I thought that was really the only thing that truly goes down in Pattaya. A lot of people here do love to party, bro. They just party every day. So, with that being said, you have the walking street, you got the bars, you have the nightlife. So these are some common things that will make people believe that it's truly just a party city. And that might not be the case, bro. Once you kind of dig in and do some research, you'll realize that there's a lot more to do here in Pattaya versus just party, okay? So you also got a lot of people here that just live normal lives, man. They just go to work, they go to the gym, they have their routines, they do their business, bro. So Pattaya is truly not just all about nightlife, but nightlife does play a major role here in Pattaya. It does. Nightlife plays probably the biggest role. First, I'm gonna give you guys the pros, man. I have to give you the pros about living in Pattaya first. So, with that being said, some of the major pros that we have, bro. Number one, we always gonna say this, but it's the cost of living in Pattaya, bro. So we all know that Pattaya can be very, very affordable. You can find condos for great prices, street food for very, very cheap. Motorbike taxis are very, very affordable. And I mean, that's like your Grab or your boat ride. And you don't need to have a crazy budget, honestly, to live in Pattaya comfortably. You don't have to have a crazy budget. It don't take much at all, bro. You can probably survive here, not including your career, like, you know, not including your residence and stuff like that. You probably can survive here with like $300 a month, bro, with just spending on going out and stuff like that. Like, it don't take a lot of money, bro. Compared to Western countries, your money stretches so much farther here, of course, okay? So that's one pro that we have for Pattaya. That's one pro. So the second pro that we have, bro, is gonna be beach access, man. So you've got, like I said, a lot of beaches that are nearby. I would say within a 15, 20, 25 minute range as far as taking a motorbike or a taxi. You can literally go to 10 different beaches within that short range of space or time and like area. Like, that's crazy. You can drive 20 minutes and you can probably it's a matter of 10 beaches in a radius, bro. So the beach access here is very, very nice, bro. So you can honestly find a beach just to hang out at, to chill at, to make videos at, pretty easily, very easily, okay? And if I even say Pattaya beach isn't the clearest, y'all. I'm just gonna say that they beaches are not the clearest. But islands like Kralan are very close to have a lot more fresher water, a lot more clear water. All right. weekend island trips become normal life here, bro. So going to Coraline Island for the weekend, it can become very normal. A lot of people just love to go there to get away from Pattaya sometimes. And just to chill on the island with really dope beaches, man. Really good food and really good vibes, man. Just stretch out for the day, lay back, kick back, and enjoy the water, enjoy your views, and enjoy your time. All right, so that's definitely a big lifestyle upgrade that can be considered a pro. The next thing I would say is the social scene, bruh. Like I told y'all, it's so easy to meet new people in Pattaya, bro. So you got different expats, nomads, travelers from all around the world, Africa, Russia, Singapore, Sicily, Finland. I've heard it all, bro. Canada, I've literally heard it all. So there's so many people that's always constantly traveling to Thailand, bro. A lot of people from all around the world, bro. So that is another huge plus. The networking opportunities are endless. So if you're a social person and you love to make new friends, you will love Pattaya, man. You will love it. Networking happens naturally. You can literally go out and tell yourself, man, I ain't talking to nobody today. And you've came back and met about 4 or 5 people. They done took your social media down. They done took your YouTube channel. Like, you network here on accident, bro. Like, that's how big the networking can be here in Pattaya, bro. You can literally network. You can slip and fall and network with somebody. Like, it's that crazy, bro. All right. Another pro that we have, man, is the location. So you're only about 2 hours away from Bangkok, y'all. So being in Pattaya, you're only about 2 hours away from Bangkok. So you can take a taxi right on over to Bangkok for 1,000 baht, 1,500 baht, whatever the case may be. And it's only gonna take you about 2 hours to get there max. So prime location, man. It's like in between Bangkok and a lot of other little cities, man. A lot of other little towns and places that you can travel to very easily. You know, Bangkok can be great when it comes to going there for legal issues, big events, airport locationing, embassy stuff, you know, stuff like that. Bangkok is right there, right up the street, right around the corner. It's not far. All right, so those are some of the best pros that we got for Pattaya. Now, let me give you guys the cons, man. I gotta give you the cons just like I gave you the pros. So the cons, bro, I would say the number one thing that will set a lot of people back in Pattaya, bro, is the party temptations. There's just so many distractions when it comes to partying, bro. A lot of people come here saying they're gonna come focused and on their journey and on their grind. They're gonna work, they're gonna hustle, they're gonna be the most working person, and then they get here and start partying every single day, bro. Like, don't be that guy, bro. We don't want to be that guy, bro. We came here to level up. We came here on a mission. We came here to grow, bro. And we not gonna be able to grow if your mind is constantly stuck with distractions and partying and trying to get girls, bro. Like, yes, granted, you just get here for the first week, bro. You might go out a little bit. But bro, every single day, every single week, you going to 808, you going to Republic, you going to Miss. If you're not getting paid to go there, don't go, bro. Sometimes you gotta sit down, gang. You gotta sit down sometimes because it's just not worth it, bro. Just not worth it. You gotta sit down, you gotta lock in, you gotta focus. No matter what. Nobody else around you is doing, bro. Because it don't matter what they doing. All that matters is what you doing. So you gotta lock in, you gotta focus on your grind, bro. You gotta tell everybody sometimes, nah, I ain't going out tonight. They're gonna be looking at you crazy. I ain't going, I'm chilling, I'm locking in on my grind, bro. I came here for the mission, with a purpose, and I gotta fulfill that, bro. So, nah, I ain't going out tonight. I ain't going out this week. I'm locked in, bro. So sometimes you just gotta take that, you gotta take that step and say, I'm locking in, bro. Nobody's gonna make me do something that I'm not trying to be doing. And that's period, bro. That's just period. So you gotta lock in on your grind sometimes. There's so many party temptations. That can be the biggest con, bro. Too many late nights, people staying out here, bro. I'm telling you, the nights here gets deep, bro. You might be out to 2 p.m. the next day, bro. And you went out at 12 at midnight. You ain't coming home until 2 p.m. the next day, bro. that's a problem, bro. Like, that's crazy. Like, Thailand, Pattaya is crazy when it comes to the nightlife, bro. Because it's always gonna be a club that leads to a club that leads to another club that leads to an after-hour spot that leads to another after-hour spot, bro. I'm telling you, don't come out here and be consumed by it, bro, because it will definitely get you, bro. I done found myself in them spots a couple nights, and I always gotta come back to reality, man. Me, I'm very purpose-driven. And I know how to stay locked in and stay consistent on my grind and on my work. But a lot of people do not know how to do that, bro. And y'all also know, going to all of them parties, going to all of them clubs, there's a lot of unnecessary money being spent. You buying drinks, you out buying food, you out buying stuff and doing stuff, and you could have been at the crib just chilling, sleep for the night, bro, and saved all of that money, bro. You gotta think about stuff like that, bro. So, too much spending, man. Too much spending. Too much spending. You got to keep that in consideration. That's a huge con that comes with the party scenes, bro. So don't lose your focus. Keep your light. Stay on your mission. Keep your purpose for the reason why you know you came out here, bro. If you are disciplined, you're gonna be fine, bro. If you disciplined, you'll be fine. But still, it does come with a lot of unnecessary spending whenever when you even are disciplined, bro. You still can do a lot of unnecessary spending when even you are disciplined. So that don't really matter. All right. I would say another con here can be the traffic a lot of times, bro. Scooters everywhere, loud. As y'all can hear in my videos, scooters is just, bro, it's a million scooters on the street right now, bro. 1,000, 100,000 scooters. Like, it's that many bikes out here, bro. So the traffic can be very crazy, man. Crossing the streets here is very dangerous as well because there's so much traffic. There's so much traffic, so many things, so many people you gotta look out for, bro. So crossing the street definitely takes a lot of attention. If you don't see me in some of my videos of crossing the streets, you'll know. I always take a second, I'll look both ways a couple times, bro, because I know how important it is when it comes to crossing the street here in Thailand. It can be very dangerous. Another thing too, a lot of people come out to Thailand or come to Pattaya and decide to start trying to learn how to ride a motorbike. This is not the place to learn how to ride motorbikes, bro, because this is not a beginner-friendly city, like, for you to learn how to start riding bikes, okay? So if you out here, you ain't never rode a bike before, or if you planning on coming out here, you never rode a bike before, bro, this is not gonna be the place that you wanna learn how to ride a motorbike. Like, please, stay safe, bro, because I know so many people that's done did that, and they done had bike accidents and crashes, bro, and they done broke bones and all kind of stuff, bro. So, this is not gonna be the place that you wanna learn to ride a motorbike. I'm not trying to scare nobody out of getting a motorbike, but bro, I'm just keeping it G and keeping it honest with y'all based off a lot of stuff that I've heard from a lot of other tourists, okay? People go through a lot of stuff here, man. It ain't just all peaches and cream every day. People really go through things here. Like my boy the other day, he got bit by a mosquito, bro. He has a whole lot of mosquito infection or something going on. His hands swollen, legs swollen. Like, bro, it can really go down, bro. It ain't all peaches and cream in Thailand, bro. So you still got to be on your guard, man. You can't be slacking. You cannot be slacking, bro. Another con that we have, I say, is the tourist crowds. Whenever there's major events like fireworks shows, sea games, temple festivals, or just festivals in general, bro, the traffic for the crowds, the tourist crowds can be so crazy, bro. So crazy. Like, it'll be calm during the day, but right when that festival or that event start, you might as well forget about trying to drive in the car, bro. Like, I've been in cars before, car taxis or car grabs, and literally just told them to let me out, bro. I'll walk. Like, just let me out from here, bro. I'm good. Because the crowds, whenever you're in the tourist, when you're in a tourist event or something where a lot of people come to the city for, it's rough, bro. It is definitely rough, man. It'd be so many people, so many buses coming in, motorbikes everywhere. And the prices also rise too during these events. So a lot of things that you would get cheap can be much more higher whenever you are going through, whenever you are actually experiencing a tourist event, all right? So like, for instance, they have festivals here, food festivals. The prices can be a little bit higher here whenever it comes to those festivals and things, because versus a regular day, it's a festival. So the price is gonna go up, y'all. It's only, come on now. It's only right. You a hustler, right? It's only right, but they're gonna raise the price. So another kind that we have, bro. Another kind that we have. So I would say the culture here. Don't get me wrong though. Pattaya has a lot of culture, a whole bunch of culture, y'all. But I feel like maybe other cities like Bangkok or Chiang Mai, other little places that's more rural areas, that's not so much of a city, can offer you much more culturally. Because here, another thing too is just so many tourists here. So it's so many different cultures here, just kind of in a big mix together, y'all. But if you also have an eye for Thai culture, you can always spot organic, natural Thai culture from the locals. You can always spot the locals, okay? But some people don't have that eye to be able to see that. So just in general, bro, if you coming for the culture, I would say it might be your best obligation to go to a different city, because Pattaya is a little more blended, it's a little more mixed with a lot of touristy culture and a lot of the Thai culture as well. So, but the food here, it's a lot of Thai food spots, a lot of Thai culture oriented businesses here to eat from, you know, to get smoothies from, stuff like that. But you can also run into a lot of foreigners doing the same, like Indians and Russians. Shoot, even Americans here have businesses, man. So cultural, you might want to go to Bangkok. It's just a little bit more cultural oriented. All right, so these are some of the pros and some of the cons that I have about Pattaya. So my final take, bro, is literally that Pattaya is really all about what you make it. So if you come here to focus on your goals, then that's a great foundation. That's gonna be great driving energy to keep you locked in, to keep you focused. But if you come out here focusing on partying, it's gonna be a different story for you, man. I promise it's gonna be a different story, different outcome, different results. So your lifestyle really describes or decides your experience. So your lifestyle literally will decide your experience. So whatever you come out here being on is what you're gonna get. And that's in every single way. You come out here locked in, you're gonna get locked in results. If you come out here effing off, fucking off, and trying to hit the parties every night, that's exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna be ran down. It's gonna get old real fast for you. You're gonna say, damn, I'm tired of living in Pattaya. It's boring. I don't got nothing to do here. I do the same stuff every day. It's only one thing to do here. It's only one thing. No, it's not. That's the only thing that you choose to do. So, listen, coming to Pattaya was a great experience for me. Do not get me wrong, bro. But like I said, there's definitely pros and there's definitely cons. But if y'all feel like I'm wrong about some stuff, drop it in the comment box, man. Drop it in the comment section below. Let me know how y'all feel about the pros and cons that I mentioned. If you are in Pattaya, or if you plan on coming to Pattaya, if you've been here, like this video, like this video, like this video, like this video for me as well, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the channel. It's Tapped In Tevo, and these are the pros and cons to Pattaya. Let's go.